Sales pit is empty, so nothing's going on. This place is dead. This place is packed up. It's unsustainable. It's time to move on to new locations. This joint is dead. What's going on?
He just was, there's nothing going on, but that guy that had the tablet, I was like on the FaceTime, and that guy just, like him and this lady were just staring at me. And he like came and like walked like right behind me to look at my phone basically.
And so did you record it?
I was like on the FaceTime, so I couldn't record it.
Just being a jerk?
Yeah, he was trying to intimidate me.
This guy right here, right?
The tablet guy, yeah.
You again. You guys are really inviting religion, huh? This guy right here isn't trying to intimidate this woman over here. Why? Why were you trying to intimidate her? Why were you trying to intimidate her? What he gets up into walks behind her, gets up in her face, but I come walking over and he walks away.
He walks right away.
Your whole place is shutting down. Everybody's tired of you people. What kind of religion are you? All you guys do is shady shit. You guys are constantly up doing shady stuff. That's why no one's in here. Literally no one is in here. You can't recruit people. You guys are just taking a loss. Wait, so they literally shut it down?
Yeah, that's it.
How long has it been? Oh, they had the cops come earlier.
Yeah, ever since that.
What?
I don't know where the others are. I checked the back where they had like some little office desk, and there's no one there.
So it's literally shut down.
Yeah.
It's over.
In there is Angel, that I've seen at least. And he's sitting at the front desk right now. And I think that's why they came and started to like stare at me a lot, was because I was like looking in there to see Angel.
What they're gonna do is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what they've been doing. Is they've been snapping pictures of everybody, right?
Yeah.
And seeing if they can go onto a website like PimEyes and see if they'll find your social media. And if they get your name, they just say, hey, we have your name. And the whole thing is like,
my username is my full name.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like literally no one cares.
They're the only people that care.
Well, they're so isolated from the rest of the world. They don't realize that everybody's already on social media.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we're gonna scare you because we know your social media.
Yeah.
And like.
And Jessica's a public figure.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, come on. Like no one cares about that. Literally, when you're out here, people are giving each other their social media handles. I don't know. So they think, again, they're so isolated. They're not really connected to the internet, and so here they are trying to. Yeah. They think that it's significant. We're all like, ooh.
Yeah.
You have everybody's LinkedIn's and.
Yeah. It's just simple.
They're so secretive that even knowing their name. I had the one guy is a Ukrainian kid. God damn it. Ukrainian kid.
Oh, tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was here earlier tonight, and I confronted him, and I showed him the video of himself. And at first, he pretended like he wasn't looking. He'd look down, and then he kept looking down and looking down again. And then the security guy, my old guy, he stepped in front to try to block his face. He did. He was tearing up, and he ran inside. And he made a comment about how he's going to be in trouble or something. It seemed like I have to go back and hear it again.
The old guy said that, or he said that?
The old guy.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
You did hear them say? Because I'm like, did I hear what
I don't know if he was joking, but I don't think he should.
He wasn't joking. And that kid was, like, so I was filming here, but, I could see him clearly.
Yeah.
He right when he started to tear up, he turned around and ran inside. And
I didn't even know he was from Ukraine. Like, that's how they have these people, like, locked in.
He's young. he's at the oldest 21. 21. And you look at the pictures of him and he looked happy.
Yeah.
And he looked like he had a life. And then you look at him now and listen, he's been sold a bill of goods. I know Ukraine is a tough place to be in right now as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
You know,
Next work, man.
I appreciate it, man. He might be at war, you know, he might have. So maybe he's here because of that. I don't know. I just know that it's unfortunate, you know. When he saw himself,
He just.
I see that's the thing. Sebastian, he was gone for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks it was because the confrontation we had over here where he said that it takes the whole crowd against just him.
I don't think it was that at all.
It was honestly when people were showing him pictures of himself in
Yeah.
Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
And he was seeing himself, it sent him into a different place.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in a good place right now either. But when I was out here this afternoon, he wasn't even trying. I haven't seen him try for a while. Honestly, for a couple of weeks he hasn't tried. He's just out here because he has to be. That Ukrainian kid, I followed him the other day. He was told to be out here. He didn't once try. I sense maybe they're rebelling a little bit. I don't know.
Do they get in trouble if they don't convert people in?
Yeah, like I was saying, I learned that they're judged on 3 metrics. The first one is how many boots do they get through the door. Total number of books sold at any price. And then total revenue. They're not getting the boots to the door. When I was here earlier, I watched 3 walk in, but they were out pretty quickly. Like, people, even when they go in there, and they're just yelling at them, saying, hey, you know, it's a money and stuff. They're like, yeah, no, fuck this. You know, but no one's, like, when it's happy,
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like it's more effective how people, they want your money, other than just like, oh, it's cool. And then be like, oh, yeah, fine. But if you tell them they want money.
There's both, you know, because I think the minute they hear, I notice now, they always play copyrighted music to try to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm skeptical if some cars come and pull up right here and just like start playing. I'm like wondering. But all I know is, man, they were so reliant on this to draw just a stream of people in and to work them in.
Through though now.
Huh?
They're not even taking people through the side now. Through just the
It's no one's falling for this.
Yeah.
It's just no one's falling for it. Yeah, you know, the real way to tell how well they're doing is not necessarily standing here at the front door because they'll sneak them in the side. It's to go into, I call it the interrogation pit,
Yeah.
and look back there and see how many they have. It's empty. It used to be completely full. Like this whole location is fucked.
Yeah.
It's toast. Especially, I don't know what they do once Christmas is over.
I don't know how they even get people, but maybe in the daytime, that's when like everyone comes like, you know, midday.
I come by during the daytime. I don't engage them in the daytime. I don't have time. Like I'm usually going to get a smoothie or something. So I'm just walking down. There's nothing going on out here. The guy like Goofy Pennywise will be just standing there peeking out the doorway, and just no one's engaging with him. It's just, I would say it's sad, but it's not sad. It's the point. Now the whole thing is, this location is fucked.
Yeah, they were a lot more persistent back then. I remember they would like follow you, like try to make conversation. Now it's just like, you're like, no, they're like, come on, and then like,
Years ago, they used to have stations set up out here, and they'd set you up to do a stress test or a personality test right here on the sidewalk. Imagine if they did that now. They could never do that. But the thing is think of, okay, so each area is its own sort of entity, right? So it's not like it's one big Scientology organization, it's independent. Think of how dependent the Hollywood area, if not the Los Angeles area, isn't dependent upon this exact location. And I would say after here, then you have Vermont, like the train station right there at Vermont and Sunset. But even then, that's not easy because you have to get them there at the train station and walk them to that church, which looks like, you know.
scary.
Yeah, it looks like a morgue from the Sunset side, but you have to get them over there and try to get them into the room and convert them and all that. Whereas here, it just get them in a room, and that's where you're gonna get the damage. And so they don't have this. If they lose that over there, their revenue stream is going to be crushed.
Yeah. And you would think that this would be solid.
Oh,
Keep up the good work, because yeah, they need to shut that shit down.
well, you see the doors right now, right? They're closed.
Yeah, this is where everyone comes, when you first come to LA. Everyone's going to come to Walk.
Right here, it's one block from the most traveled intersection in LA. It's
Guy staring over here again.
what's that?
Got the guy staring over here again.
Like he scares anybody. He's just goofy.
If it's this dead every night, are you planning on trying to go to the other locations? Just
I plan on myself going to other locations and the whole thing. The whole reason I say, so this guy, the old guy came out here today and he's like, they like to do this thing like, oh, you guys are doing this for money and that's the only reason you do it.
That's what the high risk like telling them that we're like
Yeah.
we say it's just like for money.
They don't understand how.
He seems to have a touch like at no clue how you make money or any of it.
Yeah, it's just listen. It's well, I mean, well, then I said this from the very beginning. So I had my goal was okay. I was like, once they said some stuff to me that pissed me off that I said I want to end the organization. I was like, so how do I go about doing it? And I thought the best way to do it was to encourage people who actually do the First Amendment auditing and stuff for money to use this environment. It's a target-rich environment. It's better than a post office or whatnot. And not only are you doing it because it's a target-rich environment, but you're also doing a public good. I think the only thing that would stop a lot of them is, you're worried, are they going to start following me around? Are they going to start harassing me? And my goal then was to show them that these guys, like I said, they're a paper tiger. They're not scary. Like all this little tablet guy, you see him, he was holding it up the other day, that message. It was so goofy. Like that's the best they can do. Like we're going to put out a press release on a tablet, but at the end of the day, all you have to say is, but guys, you're doing all this Christmas stuff. They don't celebrate Christmas. The average person is going to say that, wait, then what's that about? Why are you doing this? It'd be one thing if they were saying they're going to do it for a service for Hollywood, but they use it to recruit. They're actively trying to recruit them. So.
That's what they tell people. You're only coming in because let's see how your mental state is. They say the same thing to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has anxiety and depression, which is probably not true, but that's how they get people. They're like, this book will help you. Read it, join us.
Exactly. Well, I mean, so my whole thing is, like I was saying the other night, do you want to be that kid who has to watch on TikTok their mother go viral because they got sucked in? So if your mother or family member is coming here, you'd be like, Ma, if you go past there, do not go in that place. Why? No, it's no good. It's so, the information's getting out there. You sit here, there's people drive by constantly screaming, it's a cult,
I'm surprised Angel's I'm surprised Angel's not afraid to step outside of it. I know he probably was for his first day back, but
I think Angel, listen, Scientology make a choice, right? Is this guy, is this the face you want of your organization?
Exactly, yeah.
Is that the face? I mean, so when I see them do punitive stuff, last night when I was at USC, they were following me up a garage steps, like I couldn't be there. But is that a good look? Like, I'll follow you around as an individual, but you're a religious organization. You want to follow me around? I have no problem with it. It's not scary. The guy literally had a wooden bow tie. I mean, that's not going to be, he's not scary, right? But I want to document it because I want to show the world, look at this religion, how silly they are.
And but what was the reason to follow you? Just to look at your license plate and
Well, he didn't think I was allowed in the garage.
Oh, I mean, it didn't say specifically it was.
Well, they said that so what I purposely did is, when I drove there, I was like, right next to the auditorium is a parking garage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they have that thing blocked off. But if I could get in there, then I might be able to get some big wigs. So I was like, let me see if I could actually pull in there. And it said, $25 parking. And so I pulled up, and the lady said $25. I'm like, oh shit, So then I started going up. I got to between the first and second floor, and there was a van in front of me and a van behind me, and they both stopped. And they just blocked my way for almost 10 minutes. And so I finally started honking my horn. like, get the fuck out of my way, because there was other cars behind too. It's like they were gonna just block me there. So they knew I was there, but I took it straight up to the top. There's my guy. That's right. So I went to the top floor, and I wanted to walk down the stairs and see what I could see. When I was coming down, there was nothing going on. There was just a bunch of the white vans parked. And so when I was leaving, I was going into that garage. They thought they owned it. So I was like, I'm going in there. He's like, you can't go in there. I said, my car is parked here. You're going to tell me I can't go in here? And I walked in. They had a permit for the sidewalk. They didn't have a permit for the parking garage. So I walked in the parking garage, and he followed me up like I was going up there to do something. Yeah, I wasn't. But the thing about it is, I had gotten a rental car. That was a rental car I had.
Really smart.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they know where I live. They know
You gave them.
Well, I mean, I've been around. I've been doing stuff for so long. You know, I've done a lot of stuff with the cops and stuff, and they have an intelligence analyst that follow my stuff. They monitor my social media. So it's like, I'm used to, they know, all the cops know where I live, you know. Everybody knows where I live.
Yeah.
So them acting like, oh, we know where you live. What are those guys in the suits?
I'm not sure. Like, are they Scientology or not?
What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir.
How's that finger? Tasty? Tasty finger? I don't think he's part of this. They shut it down for tonight. There's no recruiting. Oh, where'd you go? What do you think? I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
Huh?
I don't think they are.
Yeah, I don't think they are either.
The other guy kind of looks like the one with the cap doesn't really look like it.
Yeah. He wouldn't be wearing those shoes.
They kind of like the PMO that was working that
I don't think so.
You're here for like 30 minutes before you and there's nothing happening.
I was here earlier, like between like, I don't even know what time, maybe 5, from like 4 something. I was walking by. I had no plans on coming over here. And I was walking by and I looked across the street and they had a little mini concert going on.
Yeah, I heard.
Across the street, and by the time I got over here, it kind of stopped.
Damn.
And then Angel started hustling over here, and he hustled inside. And then the old guy came out, and the ones who were out here, they weren't trying. Like, they were not trying at all.
Well, you and Angel, I think he was here for like 5 minutes earlier. You wasn't talking to anyone, just standing there silent.
They made them all stand outside last night. They didn't go inside the event.
Yeah. Even like Sebastian or just
Sebastian.
Angel?
We know Angel, I know Sebastian, I know the one I call Goofy.
Oh yeah. Wait.
It looked like Angel was doing some like shepherding people off a bus on the backside. I'm sorry, not Angel, Sebastian. Yeah, Sebastian.
Oh, okay. See.
Do you think they're like outside because they're low ranked or because they're trusted to be outside though?
I think that they were in trouble. Even Jesse was outside.
Wouldn't you want the opposite then if they're in trouble? Wouldn't you want them not in the public eye? I think you want the...
Yeah, but the honor is to be inside watching David Miscavige for 2 hours, tell people to get up and down and stuff. But maybe it's also there because they're the ones who are most seasoned at dealing with protesters.
Yeah.
Angel was wearing his body cam. And even the LAPD sent, there was a Hollywood sergeant who is in command. That's not Hollywood Division. That's It's either over there. That's either central. I don't think that's even southwest. I think that's central. And so, or Rampart. So why was he in there? This happens to be an officer, sergeant, who I've had a lot of history with for 3 years. Oh, he handles a lot of the administrative aspects of complaints when I file complaints. So I thought they did that on purpose. They do all that on purpose. They know exactly what they're doing. I have recordings of me and him talking, me saying to him, you and I have a professional relationship. It's not so antagonistic, but it's professional. It's not like buddy. And they knew what they were doing. They knew who they were putting in control.
And also, I'm the one who say you like that.
The what?
The Sebastian messages. I want to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Right. I actually took him down.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Because
I'll tell you later. Yeah.
It's delicate.
Yeah. Also, she's gonna want me to show you her, but my friend, she's something funny. She's coming in January just so she could come and protest with you. Look at this is Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
Oh my god, I love you, streets. You're the best. What the fuck? I'm so embarrassed.
No, I look forward to you coming out here.
Yes, you follow me on TikTok. My user's Real Sebastian Scientology. That's me. I'm the Real Sebastian, guys.
Well, Sebastian might not make it. I think Sebastian, when I was talking to him earlier tonight, he's out of it.
Yeah, I noticed that. But people were saying to him, and he would just frown. And I'm like, oh.
No, I think honestly, it's weird. It's I want to talk about it on a stream, but at the same time, I don't want to.
It's a little.
I don't want to have him move because they feel that he could be broken.
Yeah.
But I feel literally most of them right now, they're down. Even Toucan, she's just negative and grumpy.
Well, also everyone's calling her Toucan.
I think she's a good sport about the long back thing, the way she dances. Honestly, she's got a lot of personality where I couldn't stand her because she would always call the cops on me, and she's still calling the cops, but I think she's been out here with Angel for 10 years.
Oh, I saw way back when, even then.
You have to say to yourself, after 10 years and I'm still here.
But Lurch too. Lurch has been here.
How fulfilling. How, even if you're thinking, at first they say, okay, you know what, I'm recruiting people in and I'm saving the world and stuff like that. But, and then also they're getting mocked. At this point, they used to bring a little fear to people. Now they're getting mocked and people are just that's got to take a toll. And, at the end of the day, it's a sales job. It's all about confidence. And they lose their confidence. You can see it. Sebastian was the best.
Yeah, is the best sales guy.
He is.
He has that charm, and he can use that charm with other things.
Yeah, he's got a talent, and he speaks multiple languages, but yeah, it's just.
I guess just top zone off that. It's just they have a place to live and food and stuff.
I'm
guessing if they leave, they'd probably see minimum wage and not seeing buying a house, renting is sustainable. So I think after the first few years, probably I've got no one else to rely on.
Listen, if
you can offer them help, but to them, you're basically the enemy. They don't know if you're actually going to take care of them for a year if they left.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge leap of faith.
Yeah,
it's a huge.
Be if they're wrong, Scientology's just going to take them away.
I do think though that them being out here on a regular basis, hearing people ride by and come by and say, hey guys, I love what you're doing. We follow all of you, Jessica and Chris and all the character accounts.
Yeah.
The character accounts are just the dopest.
Mine is I call mine Genius Baddies.
That's honestly my favorite part of it all. You know?
Yeah. And it's not even throwing hate. It's like
No.
showing love for them.
It's
and,
a
like,
lot of
making
love. More
them
love than
feel
I give because I have a history with, like, you know, people see a video for a minute and they'll be like, oh, they're so likable there. But they don't hear them talking shit
yeah, like,
a lot of the other
like,
times.
Sebastian.
Sebastian talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does.
He does it in Spanish though. That's why I've learned and I haven't been able to catch it, but people are always saying what he's saying to me, you know. Even told him to charge me 3 times the amount over there. That was funny.
Yeah.
And then you tipped her like 3 times the amount anyway.
I gave her extra $20 just because.
What's up, man?
What's going on, guys? You see what's going on here, man?
They closed because of you?
Not because of me. Somebody, I guess, ran in there earlier and said something about fuck Scientology, and
Damn.
the police were called and they got shut down. And
Really? I saw you were live yesterday. Where were you? There were a bunch of people on like the sidewalk.
oh, we were at USC at the Shrine Auditorium. They had a function there, so we went there and tried to inform the public and tell them about themselves. Right? They need to hear about themselves. They don't like hearing about themselves. That's why they shut the door tonight. Of course, that light is never on up there, that Scientology light.
As always. Do people live up there?
So I used to think no, but I've learned that there are some and they're a little bit higher ranking. Not that they're, like, so these people here, they're too low a rank to actually live up there a little bit.
You're too low?
Yeah, too, they're like, they're not high up on the scale of things.
Is Angel not high?
Angel's not high, no.
He's been there for like so long.
Yeah, I mean, but it costs money to go up the scale. So I guess to just get to the clear level, it's like many thousands. And then to go to OT1, it's another like 2,500. And OT2 is 5,000 and OT3. And it goes up to like, the OT8 is like 250,000, or I've heard 250,000, up to 500,000, who knows? It's just a lot of thousands. Now,
You couldn't make
How much
that if
did
you worked here forever.
well, how much do they make a week?
47.
$47 a week. That's you know, it's a lot of years to get hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's
So,
forever. You can't even make like 1,000 like ever.
so here they are, and they're going to be here until they're no longer effective, and then get tossed around someplace else. I was watching last night. They had people, the old people coming off the bus, the elderly, just broken down, and they're essentially cast away. You know, they're no longer any good to them. They put them up in these like apartments over there on the east side and just have them there till they die, or even kick them out. Now, when they kick,
They're like homeless, like.
well, I mean, maybe they have family that will take care of them. Here's what they don't have. If they've been in it their whole life, they don't have Social Security to look forward to. Why? Because you have to work a certain amount of years, 10 years, I believe, to qualify for Social Security, but they don't have that. On top of it, they've had a bunch of credit cards taken out in their names, so they might leave here with $150,000 in debt.
That's insane.
So that's how they do, you know? You're useful until you're not useful.
You guys have like any spare change if you can help me?
I don't have any change, man.
Make sure you guys have spare change.
How do they not freak out though? Because they're like.
They think they're helping, they think they're saving the world.
They also think we're like lying.
Yeah, I think we're lying to 'em.
TikTok money and all that.
Yeah.
I talked to one of them and I said Xenu, and she said that it's fake. It's South
It's
Yeah.
because
Korea.
they're not OT3.
Yeah, you have to be
They don't know
OT3.
yet?
Yeah.
They think
No.
we're making it up, so they seem crazy, and
Exactly.
then we seem crazy. Until they hit OT3, that's when they find out about Xeno. But they still get told they don't have to leave it. But that's what I learned.
Even the security guards, even one, the highest ranking one over there, I confronted him about Xenu. And I'm like, isn't that crazy? He says, yeah, it is. It's a very important aspect of their religion. That's dropping the popsicle people in the volcano and the spirits
And then we have their souls
inside of us that we have to.
And then
That's
we have
such a
to join
stupid way to
together.
think though, that everything wrong is because an evil soul super long ago like contaminates you. That just doesn't even like. That's just like.
It's everything South Park said, basically.
Yeah.
But they're not told that up front, right? They're not handing the doctrine and saying, here's OT 128, here's what we believe in. They're just led along a path and given just enough information for them to know about, that they need to know about. But yeah, they may never know about Xenu.
Yeah.
And none of them are OT3.
I don't even know if they're any OT2.
That'd be so
I don't think they're
stupid.
clear. Maybe Angel's clear. I don't know.
I think Angel, because he's been I don't even know if Toucan
Yeah.
Only is 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I mean, just doing that too. He's just sitting in the front desk.
Yeah.
Riding out his
He
ship.
was like he's like you know, like a llama or like a sheep when
Yeah, I
they
want
like
to see what's going on.
do that movement.
Oh, he's just doing that?
Yeah.
You guys from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the question. I just want to see what they hand out.
Oh, yeah. Go do a little intel for us.
Nice to meet you.
All right, man. Take care. Yeah, no. I don't think they're...
Yeah, tonight it's shut down. I think English is here until that gate closes. Only one here. That's
I wonder what their plan is. Because it's getting worse for them.
Oh yeah, and there's gonna be more people who do stuff like that get it shut down too.
My thing is, they have facility at Pasadena. I heard they go to malls still. Go shut them down. I think, quite honestly, or encourage, listen, man, kids are brutal in the mall. Get them for TikTok, let them confront them,
Yeah.
But they're seeing it and they're gonna do it. And you see that video of Jessica posted? It's like a Disney movie.
Yeah, I seen it. It's so cute.
That is funny.
The one they made of you, I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
The one with the pack it up on it.
pack it up.
So funny.
And I think a kid made that for her.
It's an AI filter. It's on TikTok, but I don't know. There's a lot of young kids though that I learned that have these accounts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
super awesome.
And those are the ones that spread it the most. They love posting one video on all their social medias.
There was a kid here before, he was like playing in the snow area over there.
Yeah.
He like made a snowball and just came and like placed it right down in front of the door.
Yeah.
He's only like 7 or 8. There's no way his parents told him to do it or something.
Yeah.
He must have just been watching you lately or something.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one, there was a family that was walking past. And then like a young girl, she's probably 10 years old, she came running back to take a picture of Angel.
Oh my god.
Not Angel, of Sebastian. Like she knew who he was and she wanted to say that she saw him.
Yeah.
So I mean, listen, it's a thing, a lot of people watch this stuff for entertainment now, but
Sorry, in your honest opinion now, do you think Sebastian wants help, like even the society?
I think Sebastian wants help.
You're finally admitting that he wants
He was the one I always said back in the day, a couple months ago, that he wants help. But at the same time,
He'll say like snarky remarks too, and then
well, he'll say snarky remarks, but he's also super effective. So I can't allow my pity for him, allow him to rope 1,000 people more, back into this. So, I can't say to myself, be less effective. And sometimes being effective out here, listen, it's a contact sport. They're doing sales.
Yeah.
And you're not going to make somebody as ineffective as possible, as then you got to crush their confidence in their sales.
Yeah.
They're crushed, all of them. They're not even trying anymore. So now we can take a different stance. Now that they know, like I said, we don't even have to come here. They're not going to get the revenue like that.
Yeah.
They're going to be getting 10, 20%. Even if no one was here, they're going to be getting 10, 20% of what they used to get, because the word is out there. No one knew what Scientology was before. Now they know what Scientology is. It's just spreading.
And TikTok is powerful.
It is,
It's
and YouTube and Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to use Snap. Well, I know how to use Snapchat, but it's just I can't do another damn social media account.
No, I get it. Yeah.
It's just, but the way they look, they're defeated, so they can no longer be effective at recruiting. So now they're probably being punished for that. They're probably being told, okay, you have to find a way to deal with this, get people in there, change your tactics. You have to do whatever you have to do. This Winter Wonderland is too important for our recruiting goals. It's a huge chunk of our goals. Like I said, I compare it to like how they say Black Friday.
Yeah.
You're in the red until Black Friday, and that's when you start making your profit for the year. Well, they needed this. It's not happening. They're already hurting for money. They're already hurting from members. They need money and members. And this was going to be a huge driver of it. Because remember, these would be a lot of tourists being... There he is. There she is.
I had to go get food. I was stopping.
Yeah, that's
You haven't missed a thing other than me, but like that's about it.
My phone died too, so I was like, ah.
Their intimidation tactics are so goofy now.
And I was just on a FaceTime call, and he like came over and started looking. So I didn't walk. I was like, this. Started walking over. So I'm like, is he really trying to look at my phone? Other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's harmless. He's passive aggressive, but he showed with that tablet thing. Like, where did that even come from? It's just like typed out, and, you know, and they even get the font. Like, that's right.
And then when he came around, he like walked away and was walking away from him.
Yeah,
Because he got
goofy.
scared of him.
Yeah, they're all afraid of him.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that someone made of him like blocking him in the door? They're like, oh, him getting. Oh, I'll show you. I was dying on the way.
There are so every time I go on TikTok, there are so many videos.
Oh, it's like nonstop. Just
Yeah.
Are they still
I
doing
also
your?
get tagged, I'm just like, what the heck?
Are they still having fake? Do they get rid of those fake accounts?
No, I've been going back and forth with them.
Were you here? You were here when the event happened?
The what?
When the cops came?
So it was for two different reasons. The first reason was the guy I'm trying to show you. It was so funny. I don't know who the guy was, but he's like, watch this. And I was like, okay. Then he went sprinting in and running in circles. He's like, fuck Scientology. And then he came out and like ran down. I gotta find the video.
Oh my god.
This is this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I didn't get it until he was already in there because I didn't know what he was gonna do. But then he like went down there. The cops came, and then some homeless man came, and he was like, "Fuck Elva and Hubbard, I'm gonna blow this shit up." And then Angel's like, "That's a threat," and then called the cops again. So it was two different times.
This location is a disaster for
I
them.
know.
It's an absolute disaster.
I'm surprised if these are like their top salesmen, wouldn't they just put them in the Pasadena one or something and just swap them out?
Yeah, I can see them swapping them out, but the new ones that would come in, they're new fish. You know, at least these guys, listen, this reminds me of cop watching. When I first started cop watching, they didn't know how to deal with me. They thought they could like intimidate me, and then they didn't realize that they're not going to win a social media game back and forth. They're going to look unprofessional.
But if they're not making money here anyway, why not put their salespeople somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, they could, but they're no, I mean, so this would be a lost cause. The new ones that would come in here would be eaten up. I just think that, honestly, I think they're broken. Honestly, if you put them elsewhere, I think we've gotten to them. I think the public has turned on them in a way that when we're not here, people are coming by and doing all types of shit to harass them, like constantly. And that's got to wear on them. They used to be sort of beloved first off, they used to be protected by the cops. Now they call the cops and they look petty and the cops kind of laugh in their face a little bit.
Yeah, when the cops came, there was a group of boys here, like little teenagers. They're like, Angel, you fucking pussy. I had to get off that because clearly I didn't say that. But they were all yelling in there, like all these little 14-year-olds. I was like, keep doing what you're doing, but I'm like...
They used to think they could really control the cops and the cops protected them. The cops don't want to... The cops do not want to get a call to this place. They hate it now.
Yeah.
They don't want it.
Well, it's like every day. Like, they gotta have something better to do.
Yeah, and they know it's not going anywhere, and they don't want to get embarrassed either. They don't want to be seen as protecting them.
Yeah.
Be like, you know, their kids, they go home and their kids like, Dad, why were you protecting them?
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to be seen. They don't want that shit. And so they're seeing they're not no longer protected. Well, listen, their senior lead officers, Officer White, Officer Cohen in the SLO area. White is a guy, he's a tall guy. He's the one who, Spanglish. He was over by the blue building. The cop came walking over to him, not to the blue building, came over to him. He's like, what's your name? So I confronted him. He's the one who was here, who I wanted to have that one guy arrested, and he refused to. So I went and asked the deputy chief, why wasn't that private person's arrest fulfilled, considering this guy came over and hit my camera. And I realized this is the second time I've dealt with him. He came and saved Angel on the Christmas parade when we were face to face. He gave him a mask to put on and then pulled him away. Angel said that he made me walk away, but the video, he walked away.
I know. Oh my God.
But that guy, I was like, you know, you had that lady arrested 20 minutes before this because she touched Angel. And now when that guy can come over and hit my camera, and I went back and looked at the video. The dude purposely hit my camera. He was a national reporter for Univision and and
Not the
CBS.
Joey guy. You're talking about someone else.
Is he chubby?
No, the Joey guy. No,
Not Joey. No, this guy's Latino. He came over and he's angry, and he walked away and he hit my camera like that. So that guy White, I didn't file a complaint. The deputy chief the captain initiated a complaint against him and sent it to internal affairs. Because when you listen, you gotta honor it. You can't have that lady arrested and think that this guy can come over and start acting like this and do way worse.
That's why I made Jorge file the.
Yes.
I was like, no,
yes.
You're just doing it. He's like, no, I don't want to act like a bitch. I'm like, shut
No,
up.
I know that. I get. Listen, I'm against people going and just like running to the cops for the tiny little things and asking for their help, and like what Joey did. Joey went to the police station and said that I doxed him.
Yeah, he came today. He was here today.
He was here?
Yeah, he came, walked up, hugged Twilla. Those 14-year-old boys were here yelling butter teeth at him and blah, blah, blah. And he just he said the same thing. Merry Christmas, Jessica. I'm like, all right, you said I'm going to see you tomorrow.
It's the best he can do.
Yeah, all right. I'm like, I'm not going to say.
See, I didn't follow through with the video that, they want video of the thing. I might let it slide if he doesn't act like a jerk. Otherwise, I'll give him the video. Here's my thing. Like I said, I'm not for all that shit. But they are using a tool. And Joey was trying to have me arrested that whole week. Multiple times, he went to the police station trying to have me arrested. And so when he's not going to come up to my face and start hitting my phone and hitting me, he kept on touching me. Stop touching me. It's like shit. And so I was like
those tweaker guys, the Oklahoma, I feel like they're hiring these crackheads to try to get you to hit them.
But they didn't, maybe. They didn't want to fight, though.
No, I know.
They were
I
like,
feel like they just hand him
I just love how he's like,
$20.
he was like, let me at him.
She's holding me back.
Let me at
like,
him.
not moving. I'm like.
Maybe they offered him 50.
Definitely are. Just like that, the little 5-foot guy or whatever, that literally, it started by him just walking up and grabbing our speaker and walking away. That's how it originally started.
Yeah, probably. And he spent the whole night.
And then he came back again, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's.
And then Mr. Texas over here.
I know.
The
I saw that video and I was like.
He hasn't been back.
Well, I got to do a video about him. Yeah, when I searched him up and I found his.
I saw that. I was like, you're good. You're a little too good.
That's not the first time I've searched somebody up and found their swinger ads, though.
Oh.
So if you have swinger ads out there, and I know it's like, he's from Texas, found his swinger ad, and I thought that was so funny. Same hat, same glasses, and all that. And listen, I don't judge anybody's kinks. I don't, right? But in Texas, I just want to know how that goes over. As here in LA, he's bisexual. Here in LA, that is 100% accepted. In Texas, that's rough. Especially he wants to be doing a tough life of private investigator, tough guy, who's a cuck. Oh, poor guy. My guy.
I love how he just doesn't look anything, just like dogs.
I follow him on. He's got a TikTok.
I showed his TikTok to people the other day or whatever, and then someone recorded like the amount going up, like right after I did it, and I was like, yeah, get him famous.
Did he go up?
He did. He gained like 500 within like the 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna do that too now. I'm gonna boost it.
Has he been here a long time? Because we used to see a Joker in like 2019. We're not.
Same guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Been here. The Superman died not so long. There was a guy who was here for so long. He used to live down the street. He'd come right out of his apartment as, like, not just in gear. He was playing the role. He'd come out. Yeah. No one would be out there. He'd still do it.
You always see the Joker sitting down at the church outside there.
Oh, I found Big Forehead Girl, by the way. I found her TikTok. Yeah. It's people were tagging me there.
The internet is awesome. Social media is awesome.
It literally took like 5 minutes. She, shockingly, she has 1.5 mil, but she gets 45 views. I'm like,
Oh, so that's
buy that
all
shit?
bot. That's all
Yeah.
bot. A complete bot account. Like
I know, I
her
clicked
whole.
on it and I was like,
So what is her social media?
well, I don't want to shout her out, but
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
hot
fake.
girls don't gatekeep. She was not hot. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah.
1.5 million
45 views, yeah.
and 45 views. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And then Dracula guy came over to me right when I got here. He's like, I heard your phone died about 9 o'clock yesterday. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you guys watched the stream like,
I was like,
thousands of other
so
people.
scared.
Which is good. I guess that's one thing that came out that's good from that guy doing that was that they had to shut everything. No Scientology service.
I want to know what their plans are. I don't know what they're going to do. Blue Building is next. The Blue Building's going to start swarming with people. I got to tell you, the Blue Building, I was over there the other night. I guess I missed you guys right after you left.
Yeah, what, you go at like midnight or some shit?
I got there at like 10:30.
We went right there. We were there for like an hour.
You were there for a while.
Yeah.
I jogged over there and I realized live streaming is tough over there on YouTube. It's like the reception was terrible, so everything was super blurry. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mine was okay, I think.
Well, I couldn't get on TikTok. TikTok is always better for quality, but of course my TikTok has been down.
We literally laid down and just watched it. We watched the entire thing.
Did you see me when I was over there the other night?
Yeah.
The security guard who came circling around me and stuff?
Yeah, like the TikTok app on TV sucks because you can't search up like individual
Because I
channels
want to
or-
watch both yours and Jessica's POV, so I just watch my phone while yours is like on the TV. So
I
it's
see.
like best of both worlds.
Well, YouTube, I don't get taken down on YouTube. TikTok, within 15, 20 minutes, no matter what, I could just stand here silent. It's going to get taken down. And then I lose access for a couple of days. I win the appeal, but the appeal process takes forever. And as a sector, so look at them, they shut down. They're not doing so well, are they?
No, they're not. I watch your TikToks all the time. I came like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
I came all the way from Ontario. And I was like, damn, he's not here. You went because like your circuit was doing that? You're like, what? Your circuit was like, I don't know, like it was running out.
Oh, okay.
This year.
Well, you got us tonight, but they already shut down. They shut down when she was here. I wasn't here.
Well, like usually they don't shut down this year, right?
Not till 10 o'clock. They're not making that money. It's a weekend, and the weekend is when they get all the money. You know?
Get all the protesters out, so that's good.
Man, we have 50 people out here sometimes. It'd be a party out here. Joey's comes. Yeah, Joey's around all the time.
She's saying they're closing over there, so they might come over here now.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
No, because they if they're closed, they usually try to get people in there and get them to walk into here when they're done.
Okay.
And all their salespeople are gone. It just
No, we went, but just
they shut down. Yeah,
We were just like, let's go to Santa Claus and like,
yeah,
the kids, you know?
yeah.
I was hoping I would see some action together.
One guy tonight, I found his pictures. He's from Ukraine. I found all his pictures, and I went over and I showed it to him. And he's usually trying to act tough.
You got it. I'm like, don't read it. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
That was the first sale of the day.
I'm trying to see
No,
what
they
it has.
didn't sell it. They're giving them away.
Oh, they're giving them
Yeah, they're not selling it.
I'm trying to see what it
But the
has.
one that they sell is like a bigger one, right?
I've actually never seen this book.
Yeah, it's like that one. Go ahead and.
Oh wait, no, actually that's the book that they put on motorcycle guys motorcycle.
I was trying to see. I was curious too. I was
Like, what is it about?
because one time I went in, but that shit was too crazy, man. Like,
Yeah?
yeah, I was like, fuck no. They tried to make me a suicide. I was like,
They try to ask for any money?
they tried to get me
To buy that book?
Yeah, to buy a book and all that, but I told her that was too crazy. I don't know, it's like kind of a church thing, but like.
I mean,
Stay over here.
I mean, they don't follow. They're not Christian, but they use the cross to kind of make it seem like it.
They cure your things with like something crazy. They open your brain now.
Well,
like,
they dig in. They ask you a lot of questions and then try to use it against
You
you.
haven't seen the video? Like this
The 20-minute video?
Like, yeah.
I haven't seen that. I heard it's crazy.
They open your brain and they fix your like.
What do you say?
Yeah, pretty much kind of what they're trying to, and just saying like everything like that you feel or whatever from the past life, like all the trauma, you open up your brain to the
It's a secta!
No, we go to the Church of Scientology for Easter, but I never knew what it was about, so I see your videos coming up. And then
They never explain it, huh?
No, they don't. And I would take my kids and I was like, okay, because like it's a cool event. But they would be like, oh, like here's this for a movie, and I thought like, oh, it's like a freaking like, yeah, like free movie tickets or something.
Yeah.
So one time I looked at it and I was like, oh, like free movies, and then he was like, yeah, but like, dude, it was weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a free movie about Dianetics.
Yeah, but like just talking to them, it freaks me out.
Everything, they're not honest about it, right? It'd be one thing if they said, do you want to join Scientology? Do you want to learn about Dianetics? But it's like, hey, here's a gimmick, here's a free test, here's a free ticket, here's a free event. Come to our movie, come to our, I guess they do like movie nights and stuff. But what are they talking about the movie nights? You're not watching like a movie. They're not renting a movie. You're watching something about Scientology. It's just, everything's trying to indoctrinate and they're not just being honest about it at all. It'd be one thing if, hey, you want to believe crazy stuff, knock yourself out, but be honest about what you're doing.
Right.
Be upfront about it. If I go over to this church over here, it's not my thing. But if I say, hey, what's going on? They'll say, oh, it's about Jesus Christ, and they'll hand you a Bible and lay it out for
They'll
you.
offer you to learn a little bit about it, like in that moment too.
Exactly.
People, like, you gotta come inside, you gotta buy the book, you know.
Distractions, using information against you.
They don't pick out poor people.
Yeah. They don't do anything for poor people.
Bibles are free.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was on their YouTube channel actually. I just looked up like their whole Dianetics video, and in the comments someone said, "Oh, like, can I join for free?" They didn't say yes or no. They were like, "Oh, you only need this book, but you can go to your library if you don't have the money for it," or something like that.
Aw, they can never be honest.
Yeah, apparently.
I can't join for free?
They didn't even bother saying like yes or no. Like churches are always like, yeah, like everyone's welcome. They literally says all are welcome, and then yeah, someone like,
I'm not welcome.
Free.
You know, we kind of like, since you videos already going in, they already doing
Well, I can't even go.
I know, I see your videos too, but like, it would be kind of like to go and see that movie that they talk about.
I would love it.
Yeah, like.
I would want somebody to go in there. Hey, if somebody who can go in there and record that would be amazing if you record that 20-minute video.
See like what it's all about actually.
Because I think that would be way better than even playing that South Park episode.
The South Park.
That's,
I tried to explain to him, he's like, what are you talking about? And I showed him your video.
yeah, that's the best way to do it, right? Look at the South Park episode.
Yeah.
You show them that. Because even when first time I watched that, it's a secta. The first time I watched that, I was like, no. Even though it's saying this is literally what they believe, I'm like, no, this can't be true. Like, how? How?
They already flew shut down.
When you were there the other night, were the buses just flowing in?
Yeah, there was like 10 buses sitting out there. Like it was like 2 lines worth of buses, but they were sitting there for like an hour. I was like, oh, same.
They were sitting there before they got off, or they were just there.
No, the buses all
We'll
came
come
to.
back some other time with some posters or something.
Okay.
But now you know me for next time.
I do. Take care. Enjoy your night.
It was like 2 lines, but the buses. It was like to pick up the people.
Oh, okay.
Was that a
Picking up people to leave at that time.
Yeah, to leave, but no one came out to leave yet. The buses were just lined up there, like 2 rows of buses for like an hour.
When I showed up, people were getting out of vans. It's a bunch of people getting out of vans.
At the end of the night?
It was like 10:30, 10:45. I had jogged over there, and so I was just jogging around the facility for about.
Jogged from here?
It's only like 2.5 miles.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I jog at night though. I've always, this is my thing. I jog at 2 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the night. But I started doing it because during COVID, like no one was allowed outside, and I was like, I'm gonna go. At the, you know, we weren't allowed to go outside, and I'm like, I gotta go for a jog. I always go in the middle of the night, sometime like 2 in the morning, and I'll wear 3 masks and suffocate, and I would just run around, and no one would be out. I'm like, you know, this is so peaceful. So I started running in the middle of the night, but it started getting creepy because, you know, it's so well lit up. Like the way that their lighting is fantastic at night, but even though if you look closely, those buildings are decrepit. They're not in good shape at all. But to see them like come pull up and just like start spilling out of vans and no talking, and then security guard came out and just would literally like do a circle around me. It was so goofy. And then a guy on a bike just following me around on a bike as I'm running around. I don't know, man. It was just the strangest. Especially, I think the thing that stood out the most was every window had their, no matter what floor. And you know, that's an old hospital, so you know how that looks inside, and an old hospital.
Yeah.
Was that Shrine event they did, was that just for their LA chapters, or was that like all their US chapters flew out for that?
I don't know. How often does
Yeah, because if it's a yearly event, I figured it would be like all their US chapters coming
Where's
through.
he going? He's like side and then he's like going away now.
did he, or he didn't walk by it? Did he? Oh, he pulled the door. I don't know. I'll find out though if it's the way that growing up in Scientology explained it. He said it was just a big event, so I could see them coming from all over. How often does he speak in public like that? You know, for a big event. But
I thought it was crazy that the recruiter people from here couldn't even go inside. They just stood outside.
they saw. Cause I felt. So what's your theory on that? That they're in trouble and that they are
I
just.
think it's probably ranked maybe. Like everyone who has like OT like 1 and up can go inside maybe.
Oh. That's right.
It really has become a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
It is.
But
It
when
is.
Angel was like, "Oh, we like got so many people to join because of you guys coming
That's
here."
such
It's
a
like,
lie.
No. Like what?
No, he said that it's grown. Scientology has grown more in the last, since we've been doing this, than in the last 50
But
years
in a
or something like
negative
that.
way.
Probably their search history.
Yeah, in the search history. You got locked out, huh? Hey, that's right. Angel, this guy needs your help. Hey, Angel. I see you in there. Hey, you want me to tell Angel you need help? Angel's right here. Hey, my guy, Angel's in there. He's calling somebody. He got locked out. Oh, he got in. They got him in. Oh, he got texted the code. Angel, you're so lazy. You're so lazy.
You guys got that shit packed up tonight?
It's packed up. Look at it.
Shit's getting tonight.
I was like, oh, it would be so funny if I just like. It's not gonna be like yeah. So I could. Nothing happens for like 3 days, 4 days, and then I get like a phone request from my phone. I was like,
Still see
I
Angel in there?
panicked. I changed.
Yeah, he's behind there. If you look closely.
Sitting in that corner.
Sulking.
Can I get a name here? There's no administration work or anything.
Yeah, he's the one who runs. He's basically the office manager. He runs this joint. But Winter Wonderland is packed up. I mean, we're talking about a week before Christmas. They should be. Look at the foot traffic that's coming around here. They should be leading a ton of people inside.
Do they do like New Year's or anything? Oh, we said they
New Year's is their big. That's their big celebration.
Do they take it off then to celebrate, or are they happy?
I wonder about these. You know, the lower levels. They may have to work.
Yeah.
You know, and really the New Year's event, I think, is everything they do is public relations, right? So to have it out there in the public like that, they want to get people from the community. Nowadays,
Because people want to make like New Year's resolutions, so they come in here saying like we can make a difference. 2024.
that's pretty slick. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
sense.
I would imagine that's exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they got packed
I
it
wonder
up.
if they had a big. I wonder if they had a big boom after COVID. A lot of people would have come out of that like depressed.
I know that during COVID, this place was completely shut down, so they were getting no foot traffic whatsoever. So if they're getting no foot traffic, they were getting no. But yeah, coming out of COVID,
People were desperate after that.
I would, I always walked down here back then, but I would try to avoid this street
Yeah.
just because it's a tourist area. It's hard to even walk down the street.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, they avoid. They'll walk. They'll cross. I used to never really see many people cross at that intersection. It's just now it's just a constant flow when they're open. You know, it's funny. Like they try to avoid it, but at the same time, it's a tourist attraction. I think how many times people come by during the day, come and stand over here, and snap a selfie in front of their door. They probably deal with that all day long. Just people just come in, snapping a selfie, snap a selfie.
Yeah, that's literally what we were doing. Like, she came here, just saw Angel in there, just filming through the gas. And that's when they started coming over and like watching us, because no one else was here at that time.
The worst thing that ever happened to Scientology was people learning about Scientology. Again, if they're not even knowing about Xenu until OT3. You know, whereas the average person now is hearing about Xenu.
Yeah.
And so when they start feeding them a load of shit in their sales technique, it doesn't work.
I didn't bother him at all today because I found that. Yeah, I must have.
How's it feel to become like an overnight celebrity?
Wait, Joe Rogan died?
Yeah? No way.
Joe Rogan, that's what my people in the chat keep on saying, Joe Rogan died, but I'm not saying.
I don't think he died. There's nothing on Google about it.
People just love making up stuff like that. He's not dead.
Yeah. Joe Rogan is alive. You guys lying. He's still 5'3".
Yeah, he came and talked to him
You guys talking about Joe Rogan. I know Scientology died. At least this location. I don't even. Why do people make that stuff up?
the blue building where I was showing is not where they live. They are in the blue building, but it's on the other, it's like a certain corner. Not where I was pointing at.
All right, who wants to moderate? I don't know how to do it. Teach me how to do this. I don't know how to do this.
like what 7:48. Yeah, we came and then we saw like here. And we're just like, okay, like this is weird. Like this is so we saw Angel and then Tablet died. And then yeah, I was on like FaceTime with my friend. She wants to see like everything. And then both like Tablet. Is there an issue? Like, so then I started like pointing the camera at him since he wants to be seen it. Yeah. And then that's when he went like,
That's the best they can do. Now, again, why a religious organization is walking around trying to intimidate. Do they think that's... They don't understand how social media works. Like, we record that, and then we show the world that, and the world is like, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
What did they gain from all of that? They didn't scare anybody, and they look like jerks. Again, a religious organization. This is dead.
I'm gonna have to start coming out at 5 o'clock.
I saw there's a lot of people.
It was...
It was popular.
I was annoyed by that because they had that little concert going on here. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And as I came across the street, the concert ended and Angel started walking inside, and then it was just a stream of people there. But I'm like, nah, this is way too active. That can't happen.
I didn't see like a ton of people going inside. There was one.
Nobody really.
Yeah, there was one family, and then they ended up running out, and I was like, at first I didn't understand the first thing, so I was like, devil. I didn't know what to say because I didn't know this book. And then the wife ran out, I'm like, yeah,
That is so funny.
And it was with Sebastian too, so I was
It was a bad. He looked down, right?
Yeah.
He looks.
And then they got one Spanish family with a bunch of kids, and when I walked up or whatever, so it was Lurch, he was walking this way, and then right when he saw me, he's like, those are the ones I was talking about, those are the ones. Like, so
They're warning us way in, yeah.
And then they kept like considering like not going there, going in. They didn't come out for like an hour after I was like still here, so I was like, well, that's me.
Hey, you know, we warned you.
Kids are in the back having to watch Dianetics.
Well,
Like,
that Ukrainian kid though, he had tears come to his eyes.
really?
I showed him the pictures of himself.
Oh, I did see that.
I showed him pictures of himself, and he was like,
He looked really happy.
because he was like, at first I put in front of him. He's usually like kind of smug and cocky, and I showed him. He looked, and he looked up, and he looked up, and then he couldn't take his eyes away because he kept on seeing. First, he's probably wondering where the hell did he get all those pictures from.
They get so confused, like they don't understand how the internet works. So like,
I think that's what broke Sebastian when they showed him the pictures of himself, because that's when after that's when he disappeared for a few days, right? And when I showed him that, he started tearing up. The old guy, the security old guy, he kind of standing in the way. He started tearing up, and he went into the back. And I swore, like you heard him say it too, like he's gonna be in trouble for that or something. Like that's dirty, man. That's fucking dirty.
Like if they can't have any emotion, they can't show any sadness.
Well, people were upset that I engaged with the old guy, but to get him to get him to say things like that, that's a valuable information. Like that is valuable to document that. A lot of what we're doing is more than just like social media. This is like literal reporting because people have not known anything about Scientology, and we're informing them, but not just like about their teachings, about behaviors. Him saying that he's going to be in trouble because how dare he tear up looking at his life before Scientology? How dare he? And so now he's going to be in trouble. Getting that on tape was important too, you know?
Dad asked like all my messages.
What's up? Yeah, Streets LA. Hey there.
Y'all gonna tell me, right, that y'all gonna offer me your service based on my personality, right? If I come in and I give you all the wrong information, how the fuck you gonna tell me who I am?
No matter what, they're gonna tell you your life. They're gonna tell you.
That's gonna be my whole point.
Yeah.
No matter what I said,
No matter what.
they're gonna tell me some kind of way I need their damn
They're gonna
service.
tell you your life is fucked up and you need their help.
No, let me tell you what the trip part about it. We don't walk past it since I've been here. I've been in California 2.5 years, right? We don't walking past here. There was never no black people out here.
Right.
I saw them migrate to try to match the people that was around.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, about a couple months ago, we come in, it's a black girl here. And then when I'm peeking through the window one time, we come past, I see a black guy, look just like me, standing up in there.
Yeah, man, that's a sore point.
But at first, about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
nothing but white.
Right.
Nobody of color.
They had the light-skinned girl with the Afro puff in there for a little while. They got Sister Scientology.
She wasn't on Front Street.
She was a little bit, and then then they took her away from here like 3-4 months ago.
They got somebody who was darker skinned.
The girl with the dress, Sister Scientology.
Yeah, that's what I
with the dress. Yeah. She gave me the worst stank attitude. You have no idea. No, from the day one, she'd look at me. She'd just look at me, give me that look. You know that look.
She looked at me up and down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
see, the real one that she knows, she don't approach me.
Yeah.
She kind of like stand back. She know who not to go to. And that's where they got her there.
Well, she from South Africa.
It don't matter where she from. She know what the hell going on.
She know what's going on, and she's stuck now, and she knows she want to listen. She be out Friday night. She don't want to be stuck here. She want.
And she'll argue and everything.
Yeah, she. I'm telling you, people. She got a nasty attitude. People seem to like her. I confronted her earlier. I was telling her I don't like her attitude.
Well, why they closed the light? Well, we was here last night on a Saturday about 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and the security guards were still out.
Yeah, no, they closed tonight because somebody ran inside and went running inside and running circles inside. And Angel tried to tackle him, so the cops came and they just shut and then another person came and causing problems. They're just gonna have to shut this place down permanently. It don't work no more. They don't get people to go in there. When I was here earlier, I saw maybe 3 couples walked in an hour and a half. It's usually like an Apple store, just in nonstop. Oh, those days are over. Nobody's coming anymore.
What is their real purpose? What are they trying to do?
They trying to make money. The main thing is they got three metrics. They're judged on every Thursday at 2 p.m. They have to go. They looked at the metrics of how many boots come through the door, how many people come through the door, how many books do they sell at any price, and then what's their total revenue. They don't get nobody coming through that door anymore. People walk by here and mock. We don't even have to stand out here. People don't go through that door. Only a couple people, but they're in and out real quick. They're not making any money. They're not selling any books. They get no revenue. People learn about Scientology. All this is going viral. There's so many accounts, all these character accounts, angel accounts and stuff. People are learning about it. Scientology can only get by when people don't know what that is and they just scam people. They're gonna tell them, yeah, your life is fucked up, you need us, and yeah.
She didn't know anything about it. I was telling her, what it was. But I was curious. Not that I was curious.
Yeah.
I was just curious to see
What's going on in there?
What's going on? Like, what is this whole thing about them about? You know what I'm saying? But the more you walk past, you feel anything that's not good.
Come on, who dresses like that? Just the fact that they need to update their little dress code, get something current, because they look crazy. They look like failed Disney actors, right?
No, they want everybody to follow the same thing, everybody to do just like them, and they don't treat you just like them.
Well, I was earlier, I posted a TikTok earlier of this one kid. I found all his pictures from when he was living in the Ukraine. And he looked happy, he had a life. And I played that video for him earlier and he kept looking at it of himself, of his, when he was like a few years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, he was looking at all these pictures of himself and tears started coming to his eyes. He ran inside and the security guard that was in front of me said he's gonna get in trouble for that. I think he's ready to go home. He's trapped over here. He's came here from Ukraine. They probably said, "Oh, your life's gonna be great in America. You are gonna travel." He travel up and down his block. That's as far as he's traveling, doing 110 hours a week, getting $47. He's gonna do that for the rest of his life. This is the building. That's all of this.
That's what I'm trying to explain to her. You know, they make people give up all their assets, everything that they
Everything.
Have, and they live in one of their
If they live in this building right here, they are lucky. These are not the people that work here. They don't live here. They work over in that blue building, it's an old hospital from like the 30s. Yeah, they all live in there, 4 to 6 per room, bunk beds. There's no TV, there's no internet, there's none of that. For the rest of their life. That black girl in here with the dreads, she's from South Africa. He the one from Florida? With the one black? Did he have like a little afro? How was his hair? He was light skinned, or he was like, maybe he had a tiny bit of an accent. Tiny. Yeah, he's from Florida. He sounded like he was Jamaican or something. He had like a Jamaican accent.
Oh, well, he's from Florida, man. He's from over there. I'm from Florida. You hear how I talk? Okay, then.
Yeah, he
He talk like me. He's not from Florida.
Nah, he sounded like he was. He sounded like he was. Honestly, he sounded like he was from like Barbados.
Yeah.
That's what he sounded like. So I don't think he had been in Florida for long. I think he came from the islands, went to Florida real quick. Probably got roped into Scientology. They sent him here. Straight to Florida. That's the first stop right there. I'm about to leave right now. I mean, it's shut down. Until I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna end this religion. I'm literally gonna end it, and I'm gonna say less than a year from now. It's gonna take some time. I gotta put some work in. A year from now, they're gonna be done. They're getting. Come out here. This place is already done. This place right here, it's packed up. It's other locations I need to start hitting, and they ain't. This is their money. They get.
Last night, club time, booming music, people out here smoking. It was out here.
The bus is back there. I mean, look, they got the Christmas Wonderland and stuff set up. That's to get people in there and they get people in here. But they have a month to make their money from that. 1 month. And now we fucked up. It's like, you know how they say Black Friday deals? Black Friday is because retailers, they don't make no money for the first 11 months of the year. They make all their money after Black Friday through Christmas. That's when they make the bulk of their sales. They are doing the same thing. They're dependent upon it. But we shut down their whole sales season. Hey, man, it's over. They might as well. This is their place. This is where they make so much money. Hollywood, a block away is Hollywood and Highland, the most traveled intersection in LA. They look all these tourists. They're trying to get people, just flowing in there. This was their money maker. It's gone. A huge chunk of the money is gone. Another next chunk is over there on the other side, over on Vermont and Sunset. I'm gonna shut that down. And I don't know how they survive after that, because it's not just that. This stuff is all over the internet. People are learning about it. Like I tell people, if you're coming by here, you got kids, you don't want your mom to be the one that's on video going inside there getting clowned. You'll be like, Ma, when you go to Hollywood, do not go on to that place. The word is getting out there. And so people are learning. The more you learn about Scientology, the more crazy you realize how it is.
And they got us back on it, because we can't forget about it. I came with this whole damn plan. We're gonna go with that. And I've been trying to get her, come on, let's do it. She won't never go. She's like, they're gonna trap us in there. I said, they can't kidnap us.
It's weird how people always say I was stuck in there for 2 hours. I like, what do they do?
So she kept asking, how we gonna get out? I said, they gonna let us the hell out.
Yeah, because I will move you out of the way.
She said, you gonna trap me here trying to get me to buy a book?
Man, listen.
And I done lied and told you that I'm somebody who I am not. I done described somebody that I never knew in my life.
There's gonna be some furniture moving.
I done described myself as somebody who I never knew in my life. And you ain't even telling me about how I need your service so bad. When you really see that's messed up in your life. You win it. But the fact, the only thing I wanted to see was me say, damn, I gave you all the wrong information. I just want to see the look on the face.
Oh man, that would be such a good idea too. I need somebody to go in there. I need somebody to film the movie that they show.
No, I'm telling you what I need. That camera.
It is on.
You got to find you an inside track. Let me tell you, you either gonna have to find you a good looking woman. If you're with a man, you're gonna have to use what you got. Long legs, they gonna get big. Long legs, they gonna shut down. You know what I mean? You might have to grab down from somebody.
Where y'all drove from? How far you away?
Oh, I live in Santa Clarita.
Okay. You live. There's a lot of cops that live around there. That is a cop town. Santa
And they
Clarita.
don't sell no weed.
Because it's all cops over there.
Oh my God.
They don't sell no weed in Santa Clarita.
You better walk that thing. You look cute, honey. You better do that.
Well, I'm gonna run around here and fuck with them getting on the bus.
Well,
Yeah.
we ain't about to that. We just on Twitter on TikTok.
On TikTok. All right.
And we gonna come out here and stand with you one day.
Hell yeah.
Everybody
Hell
invite me in and I go right on in there. You know that you don't know me.
They're gonna be suspicious no matter what. That's another thing is they suspicious of everybody that comes in there now.
They're gonna be suspicious of me. They're gonna be like, you wanna come? Yep. I ain't gonna go for that, but it's all good though.
Yeah.
If they wanna sell them books, they're gonna let anybody in at this point. You know.
Yeah.
These people do not close.
They
You
do.
hear what I'm saying?
They do not.
They do not close.
But
Man,
but tonight
you
they are.
cannot even get a glimpse of nothing in there. But you have a good night, sir.
Y'all drive safely. What's going on, man? Ah, fuck. You heard that? You heard the sirens?
But it wasn't.
It one and stopped. The cops pulled somebody over right over here. There it is. Fuck. I don't feel like dealing with this shit. They're driving off. Are they pulling somebody over? They're making a U-turn. So I hear those, man. I hear those sirens, and if you hear them go off, that means it's a stop happening.
Yeah, usually. But a few times I hear the sirens by the Starbucks, and then I'm waiting for you on a scooter, and you're like, oh, he's running late.
Oh, he's driving.
Yeah.
He's driving off.
Oh,
Is he
that's
pulling
sad.
somebody over?
He's all the way down by.
No,
Orange now.
it's a call for service.
He's all the way down Orange. He had to get to his donut because it isn't time for coffee bean to close. That's why he's using the siren. That's what it is, dude. It's like 8:30, ain't it? Oh,
Do they-
no, it's not. They're already closed.
No, they don't have the lights on. I'm done. I'm not going there. They have the blue and reds on if they're facing this way.
Using it to go use it across the light, right?
No, I mean, if they have somebody pulled over, if there's a call for service,
Oh, they would have it blue and red.
you see the yellows from the back, blue and reds from
like
the...
a slow down caution.
Let's go see what they're doing in the back.
Yeah, I saw the ice celebration they had right here. It's the only thing that was going on.
I just want to make sure they're not...
Look up, they're going that way.
No, but I hear a helicopter circling. Helicopter's right here. They're looking for somebody.
They came in the parking
Man,
lot.
I'm walking down here. I'm not going to let this...
Came in the church parking lot the other night looking for somebody.
Yeah, something happened. Somebody probably got robbed. Oh, I hope they're not fucking with the lowriders.
This guy was over here. That's where it was. This guy was yelling at this guy over here.
What are you talking about?
It's all over the eyes. Look at my shit.
Sergeant, no victim? What was the call?
Yeah, he was yelling at these guys across the street. Have a better night, sir.
She got stuff tattooed on her arm. Willie Jones. Why is that weapon still in there? You ready? You can come over to Joanne. You can come over to Joanne on 59th Street.
What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a long
I
time.
know, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Been a long
You look good though. You look playing a lot of ball.
Likewise. Who's that guy? He's the mayor of Hollywood? That guy,
He's a guy, you've never seen him
yeah, with the basketball.
basketball. He's pretty good with the tricks and stuff. I used to see him work out at Runyon all the time. But I would imagine he's like 50. He's pretty good shape for 50.
I think he used to play Globetrotters.
Oh, he did? Yeah, I guess this came as ADW with a knife.
LAPD.
But they said there was no victim. Hey, man, come on, man. It's all right. I know.
They cleaned up this corner.
Remember when shell games used to be here? And a person got shot at the shell games? That was the low point. That was about 6 months ago. The shell games brought a lot of...
I haven't seen him.
Come on now. I mean, first off, it's just an eyesore.
Someone losing, yeah.
Well, and that's what happened. Somebody lost their money. They stashed their money. They ran away. And some guy just stepped in, ran after him. He got shot in the head. Okay, man. Okay. I know. Okay, go. Come on. No. I was gonna talk to you and engage you, bro. I know. I hear you.
You will listen to me, he's not going to listen to you.
He's not gonna listen to anybody, but I don't care. He listen to you sometimes? What's his deal? What's his problem? He's on one? I'm headed back over here to mess with the Scientologists.
That's what I should have done.
It's good. So yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you. See you more often? Where are you heading now?
To mess with the Scientologists.
Yeah? I want to see that in action, baby.
Yeah.
Where do they hang out?
Their center right there. I'm trying to shut them down. I'm trying to end them altogether.
And the lies.
I think they're manipulative.
Saying all of Masterson's funds went to the Scientology.
Yeah.
They're only doing
$30 million. All to that.
Yeah. I think they're destructive. Listen, I'm all for freedom of religion, but I don't want to compare that to a religion. That's a multi-level marketing scheme, a cult, a huge scam, and they're destructive, and they have to, for the good of society, and tax-exempt status needs to be taken away.
You say the U.S. government should look into them.
Huh?
The U.S. government should look into them.
Should absolutely. Clinton should never have given them tax-exempt status. That's
But anyone
unconscionable.
can file for a 501c3. Anyone.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
If you're a good accountant, you can file a 501c3.
you can. But I think when you reach a certain amount of scams that are documented,
So
I think
what president do we need to elect to take away their tax exempt status? Anyone?
Willie, how do they treat you? What's their response?
what do you mean?
What's their response towards your...
Well, I mean, tonight they're shut
Are
down.
they threatening? Are they...
I'm not scared. It's just they're not. I've gone up against the LAPD in a lot of ways. They're nastier. They're low. LAPD would. There are certain things they won't do to me. They won't make fun of my son. They respected my son.
Empty threats. They're not.
They're empty, exactly. They're paper. That's my thing. I want to show people. He's all right. I just want to show people that they are paper tigers. They get by on that perception that they're scary. They're not. They're nothing. They're. You know.
We're gonna see you in action.
Yeah. There's my guy. What happened? They packed it up?
They wouldn't come out. Yeah, they just closed the gate. It was like, all right, I'm not standing there anymore.
They usually leave at like 10:30, right? 10:40, but they can leave at any time right now, right?
Yeah, it's barely 10 now. 5 till.
Oh, I guess that's it for tonight. If you ever get up early in the morning, they line up at 8 o'clock in the morning over there, single file, like hundreds of them, 200 of them lined up single file, but 8 o'clock in the morning is hard for me to get over there. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down.